done.
It's your boy, Jason Muncie, Indiana Dweez.
He caused the
Yeah,
unleashed 6115 upon the world.
Yeah, it appears that somebody or some store has some banned books at their store and trying to sell them.
There's also other information.
I mean, it could get them in a lot of trouble.
Trickery and deception. Deimos,
I mean,
and the researcher.
I'm just saying.
Who wrote this document?
This could be a potential downfall of, you know, bookstores all across America.
You wrote the dossier on Deimos. You were the man.
This is kind of crazy how the whole thing about books that are offensive, it's kind of ironic how some books are criminal offense, but other books are, you know, like, you know, it's just like offensive, but yet the whole thing about books that are seemed so illegal could get them into trouble, but other books aren't. Like, it's getting to the point where it's getting crazier and crazier, and I'm not very sure about it all. And I'm not entirely adamant about things that could go wrong with book writing and
Fires 6115
and
Taylor's team,
things like that.
It all came back to Deimos.
Of that nature. You know,
the idea his friend
basically all I'm saying, I think it could just be about, you know,
by now she was as obsessed with stopping Deimos as we were.
You know,
we weren't ready for
I'm just saying,
no matter what we thought.
It could, you know,
if there was ever a place that was hell on earth, this was it. It wasn't
like,
just the city. The entirety of northern Africa had fallen
like,
to the undead.
I'm just saying,
Covered with memories of the dead, those taken by 6115, lost.
Everybody should just, you know, try not to, you know,
on earth you'd want to be. But
you know,
to hide there. Why?
I'm just saying, books can be illegal, but also books can be legal.
From what you saw, Deimos.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He was holding you in an interrogation room.
How was Khalil? Happy to see you.
It wasn't a warm welcome.
I mean,
as far as he was concerned, we owed him one for grabbing you. More than
I mean,
gave their lives to bring you in.
I'm just saying, books are just getting, you know,
tired of fighting a losing battle. Khalil was a realist.
You know,
The death for country.
I'm just confused about books being, you know, banned
The NRC were hit first.
anywhere.
We saw that in Ethiopia. The damage done by the dead didn't even take into account what the water wars did. When the continent dried up and the Nile River Coalition took war to Egypt over the Nile, the last water supply. They were so busy fighting they didn't realize it.
I mean, look at all the crazy books that are, you know,
an enemy that doesn't need water.
You know,
Khalil's
how is it that
it wasn't personal.
that
He was just barely holding on.
that, you know, things just go from bad to worse for book publishing companies.
Everyone has a weakness.
And with like a lot of, you know,
Feel it in the air.
books being, you know, deemed as illegal.
Was imminent. Khalil didn't know
Thusly,
how much time we had with you.
a lot of
Hendricks demanded to know
books
why we weren't
end
How
up
did Khalil respond to his anger?
and put on the ban
How
list.
was he meant to get his message through?
But how did some store
Dead system.
get their hands on a shelf full of books that are, you know, banned and could possibly become so illegal?
No telling when the dead might attack. But if we could get answers out of you,
I mean,
maybe we
it's
could
kind of
find
like crazy. With everything going around, I'm certain about the whole entirety of
We certainly weren't too happy
books
to see us.
being, you know,
Like I had the
like
choice.
some of them being illegal, some of them being
The truth serum
legal,
would make you relax, more
but it's
willing to
getting kind of
go.
crazier that some people
Hendricks
end
told us to
up,
take a walk.
you know,
He asked about Taylor and
ending
Business.
up,
He wanted you to
you
connect
know,
the dots.
And I told him
taking
there was control then.
the
Your
whole
friend Bishop
thing
was correct. There was
about
a manipulating
books
him.
being,
It was
you know, full of content that is so wrong. And I'm saying, it could be bad. Then again, it could be worse. And everybody knows, once books end up getting on the ban list, it gets all kinds of crazy. I mean, how is it that books get so badly, you know, I'm just saying,
The
books
assault
are
on
just getting,
Ramses was beginning.
it's just getting
The basic
kind of
value
crazy.
of life. We owed Khalil safety.
You know, it's getting kind of wild out there. I mean, chances are, I mean, look at every book that's ever been published, written, or what have you. I mean, chances are it just gets even more crazier, though. I mean, things are getting kind of crazier out there, though.
Maybe an abandoned tunnel, an infected civilian, or maybe the vultures let them through. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. Egyptian army came over comms. They'd never seen a horde this size move on the station. If we had any chance to stop them, we needed to reinforce the eastern checkpoint, a narrow passageway the dead would need to traverse to reach Ramses.
I mean, books are just becoming a kind of thing that ends up being,
she was a city on fire.
you know,
Except for the Egyptian army and a smattering of civilians hidden away. She'd fallen to the dead. Khalil didn't say it, but I could hear it in his voice. He knew this was the last